Yeah, body's feeling good, ready to go. I've been since the Montpellier game. Was getting a bit of time off, so it'll be good to get stuck back in again and get all guns blazing and going again. Yeah.
I guess it's good to have a rest because everyone likes a rest. But on the downside, you've had two very good results in Europe as well as a good result against Sale and what have you, and you will no doubt want to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those things. Sometimes it's good to put your feet up, but at the same time, you've got guys hot on your heels, sort of playing good rugby. A lot of the guys stood up in those LV games. A lot of the guys played well in that sort of Sale fixture. So whilst it's good to get a rest sometimes, you also want to be playing and playing week in, week out. So it's good to be able to get back out there this weekend.
So how much rest do you guys actually get, you first teamers who weren't involved in the LV Cup? What do you do?
Well, it all depends. I mean,
do you put your feet up and watch a couple of box sets? Do you go for a walk? What do you do?
No, when you're my age, it's sort of you can't afford to sort of put your feet up. You've got to keep going. Keep lifting weights, keep running in your downtime, so make sure that you keep fit that ways, and then when you do get back in the training pack, you're ready to go.
And in your position, you've had a couple of people putting some very good performances in the LV, not to mention your normal players who are pushing for the first team starts as well. It must be quite interesting, the back row at the moment.
Well, it's always a good battle in the back row. We've got a number of talented players throughout, so it's one of those ones that as long as you're playing well and you keep your head down, you try and hold on to your jersey as long as you can, but you've got guys there ready to step in if need be.
How key to the entire kind of campaign is this block of games coming up to Christmas now? Because it's after this league started, it's kind of settled itself down a little bit, but the end of the season is still a long way off.
Well, look, we look at the next sort of three fixtures. They're massive games in terms of just putting us right up the top in terms of the ladder for the Prem. Then you follow that up with two massive games against Leinster back to back. So if we put in some decent performances, it'll put us in a good position on all fronts, and that's where we want to be.
From your point of view, when you're looking at Harlequins this weekend, where do you feel the main battles are going to be?
Yeah, look, they've been scoring a lot of tries, but they've also been leaking some. So we know that they're going to come with a bit of a tempo game and try and match us in that sort of area. So it's about sort of stopping their offloading game and their ability to get through the same sort of channels. And just making sure that we stop them at source. If we do that and we defend and do what we do, and it will allow us to sort of, or give us a good platform to play our attacking game against them. Yeah,
they've got a couple of exciting young players in there as well. The young fly half has been involved with England. No Chris Robshaw obviously this week, but even so, it's going to be an interesting battle, isn't it?
Yeah, they obviously lose Danny Kerr and Robshaw through England duty, but again, they've got some talented boys there. They've got the 18-year-old at fly half who's been steering the ship for them quite nicely. So it's just making sure that we man up against those guys and put in a performance that Sandy Park deserves.